Hello everybody and welcome. This is GiveUAnxiety on the mic, and I'm bringing you guys a great series here today. We're back in the GUA December 2019 subscriber tournament, and we are in the semifinals here. We have Kaiserklein versus iamturk. This is a best of 7. Game 1's going to be played on Fertile Crescent, and man, this is going to be a great series. As all you guys know, these two players are very, very good players, top players. Kaiserklein with lots of tournament wins under his names, and Turk, playing really good in tournaments himself. And these two players have had quite a bit of a grudge lately. They've had some show matches and like grud matches, and they're basically kind of like rivals. So it's really cool to see them meeting in the tournament. And I think everybody's super excited to see this series, to see these two guys playing out like another grudge match. So this is going to be really exciting, and can't wait to get into this. Alright, so game 1 being played on Fertile Crescent. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel for Kaiserklein. Let's see what civilization Kaiserklein gets here in game number 1. Kaiserklein getting the Japan civilization. Alright, let's go ahead and spin the wheel for Turk. Let's see what civilization Turk here gets in game number 1. Turk getting the India civilization. And we have a new subscriber, Casco. I never know how to really say your name. Thanks a lot, man. Really appreciate it. I saw you. I know I called you out kind of the other day when I was streaming. I saw you in my chat the other day for the first time. I think ever, really. And yeah, I was basically just welcoming you. Yeah, man, it's cool to see you in Twitch streams. I know you're old school RE player. We used to play a ton. So yeah, it was cool to see you in the streams, and now subbing, dude. Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it. But okay, Kaiser already asking for his respin, actually. So you only get one respin for this entire series. It's a best of 7 random civs, but you can only respin your civ once in the entire series. And Kaiser is going to use his respin in game number 1. He does not. He got Japan versus India, and I know Kaiser's not much of a Japan player, but wow. So a little bit ballsy using the respin here. But here we go. I feel like Kaiser should have not respawned here. But here we go. We're going to do a respin for Kaiserklein, his one and only civ respin. Let's see what he gets here with his respin for game number 1. Kaiser getting the Dutch civilization. So Kaiser had Japan. He did the respin, and he got Dutch. It is Fertile Crescent. India versus Dutch. I think Kaiser, he'll be happy with that respin. I think he'll definitely rather play as Dutch than Japan in this matchup on this map. And this is actually quite an interesting matchup, Dutch versus India. I think Kaiser will be feeling pretty confident about this, but Turk, I think, is also pretty experienced with India. So this should be a really good one. Kaiserklein ranked Lieutenant General, ridiculous. I don't know, when was the last time we have seen Lieutenant Generals? I think it's been a long time. Kaiser just obviously an absolute beast in this game, and I think recently he went on like a huge winning streak of like 24 straight wins, and he's just obviously a freaking animal. But Turk, incredible too. I think Turk, was ranked number 1 on the ELL at one point, and he's either like top 5 right now or like top 3 on the ELL leaderboard. So 2 incredibly good players here. This is a pretty interesting matchup. I think if India plays it traditionally and they do like a seaport rush, I think Dutch can like shut it down super easily, and I think it becomes really Dutch favored. So I think India, if you're playing as India, you have to play it very different than like the standard seaport style, and I think you have to do like a age up with like Carney Mata and play like eco focus. But I think this is actually slightly Dutch favored. So I think Kaiser will be feeling pretty good here. Kaiser did just get a 40 wood at home, but Turk immediately finding an 80 wood, which is going to be really nice. And looking at the crate start, it looks like it wasn't a gold start, so I think a wood start, I believe, here. Yeah, finding 80 wood is India. That's going to be super nice, finding that immediately. Kaiser is finding 100 food here very quickly. So we'll see. He did just use the sharp shot, so he doesn't have it back, not quite yet. But he is going to see, nope, he does see Turk's Explorer here. So, Kaiser trying to connect with the snare there. Kaiser now finding this gold treasure. He's going to use a sharp shot, pick this up really quick. And it's definitely nice for getting gold treasures as Dutch, because your villagers cost gold, so you can kind of just pull your villagers off of gold that much quicker. And so it's definitely nice getting those gold treasures. And there we go. Kaiser does connect with the snare. Turk kind of sleeping a little bit on the job there, getting his explorer caught and snared. But now Turk isn't pulling his other outfit. Oh wow, was he not snared? Maybe he got blocked by like a tree or an animal or something and disconnected the snare there. Another 45 food here. Big 100 food right there. Some 65 coin treasure guarded by a couple monkeys. So yeah, I'm really curious to see how both of these players play this one out. But like I said, I think India, you can't do like straight Sepoy Rush. I think you need to play it more eco-focused kind of. More so like age semi fast age 3 I would do. But so I don't know, we'll have to see what Turk goes for. I mean, I have seen India players do the consulate rush where it's not like the standard Sepoy Rush where you're going, real early. It's more of a like slightly delayed rush, but then still like a really strong rush, and you could do like Ottoman consulate for the 3 Hussars. So that is also an option. But I think Kaiser, he's going to build his base very... Well, at the same time, this is a pretty low food map, so like perhaps the rush could be good, because like the hunts are quite far, and getting map control can be really important on this map. So maybe Turk will go for that like consulate rush. We'll have to wait and see. Looks like Turk is starting an 80 coin treasure, but Kaiser sees it. He scouted with his envoy, so he's here right away, and we're going to have a big treasure contention here. Turks to explore. One of them is already really low HP here, too. Kaiser focusing that one low HP one, but here we go, treasure contention. I think Kaiser gets it here. Kaiser does get it, 80 coin treasure. Very nice pickup for Kaiser there. And he's going to actually kill an elephant, too, so this went really good for Kaiser. He stole an 80 coin treasure, and he killed one elephant, getting the XP there, and then just kind of the elephant's gonna be lower HP early on, so very nice age 1 there for Kaiser. And Turk is going with a aggro actually, so he's not doing Carni Mana. He is going with a forward aggro. However, it's not that forward. It's kind of defensive. I'm not sure if he could have placed it here, or maybe this is just the closest place he can really place it. With these TP routes, you can't obviously place it on top of the route. So just using one villager to build it. We can take a look at the treasures, see what treasures looked like in age 1 here. Kaiser getting 40 wood, 40 coin, 45 food, and 80 coin, while Turk just got 80 wood and 30 XP. So I think all in all, Kaiser definitely and then Kaiser also 65 coin. So Kaiser definitely better age 1 there, looks like, and killing the Explorer. Kaiser already up to age 2 here. Man, this feels early. Turk only halfway up with one villager building the aggro. Turk does have a shipment available, but he's only got one villager building the aggro, so it's going to take him a long time to get this aggro up, and a long time for him to even be able to send his first shipment in age 2, which sometimes I think it's just more beneficial to put like a lot of villagers on the aggro. Like if you're going to have a shipment available, because it seems like it can just be so much beneficial if you can get your first age 2 shipment sooner, then like it just gets everything rolling like that much quicker, and it just feels like a huge boost to like your economy and just overall gameplay. But when you're delaying your first H2 shipment for so long, when like he has that shipment and a half, and he's just not in H2, so he can't send it. It just feels like it delays everything like quite significantly. So Turk actually did go build a trading post in transition, and now he's gonna go back and pick up his other monk. So I think we have been seeing more TPs being built from India players recently. Usually you used to like never see India players build trading posts, but kind of more recently I have been seeing it, which I think actually can be really good in some situations. Kaiserklein, not gonna boom too hard here. He knows there's a potential heavy rush, so he's gonna drop down in barracks pretty early here. He doesn't want to just die to like an all-in sepoy rush, so being smart about it. He's going to have 4 banks up, however. He's got 3 banks and shipped the bank wagon, and just now he's getting his market, building his market. So building a market after getting 4 banks. Pretty well built base here also. And it's quite interesting. Kaiser, originally there wasn't much of a wall in the front here. He put his, like, in the first couple buildings, like, on the side here. So he kind of, it just shows that Kaiser was thinking about his building structure before, like, all of his buildings got placed. Like, he left a space here for the market. So, like, initially it looked like kind of almost bad building or very naked, like no real walls. But then Kaiser started adding in, he added in the market and then this bank, so then he, like, closed up the wall. And then look at this. You could just tell this is, like, he calculated his, like, base building. You know, just honestly just amazing base building, actually. He, like, delayed it. Usually players would just build a straight wall in the front first, which can be really good, you know, better than nothing. But Kaiser actually, like, establishing, like, the sides of his walls and barracks behind his CC first before, like, establishing the front wall, which is a pretty interesting thing to note there. And now just kind of finishing up this wall here. I think there may be a gap here potentially. Well, actually, hard to say. I don't know if, like, a single hussar would fit in there. But either way, extremely well-built base here. And, yeah, this is just very well-built for Kaiser. Now adding in a stable. Let's take a look at Turk, what Turk's going for. He did ship 600 wood and then the consulate, diplomatic intrigue. So it looks like he is going to be going for a consulate rush. No, he has 2 TP, so he's actually booming kind of hard behind this. Well, I mean, building 2 trading posts is definitely interesting, but I don't know, he's letting Dutch get away with a lot. And look at the scores, 69 to 105. I feel like Turk is giving Kaiserklein way too much time. I mean, building 2 TPs is nice, but, like, you're just giving Dutch, like, all the time in the world to 4 bank boom and, like, FF with only training 5 units. So, like, I guess Kaiser's going to go in and try to poke. He actually shipping 4 sour and 3 guarded hussar. So this is, like, a delayed consulate rush, and it is go time for Turk. He's got a lot of units really spread out here, which is quite cool and unique, seeing a multi-pronged attacks here. Skirmishers are a little bit out of position here, actually. Kaiser almost up to H3, but his skirmishers are going to get called. He's going to have to call Minutemen. He doesn't have the resources for Minutemen. He needs to buy food. Pikes did just come out. Good timing there before skirmishers can fully go down. No Minutemen, though. Where's the... Now Minutemen finally getting called. Definitely feels like a late Minutemen call from Kaiserklein. Would have wanted to pair that earlier. But Kaiserklein is up to H3, and he has a shipment on the way. So we'll have to see how much damage this rush can do. I mean, Turk is completely stuck in H2. It just depends on how his reinforcing batches will be. 5 more Gurkhas coming in. Kaiser is up 9 eco population right now. He does... Well, let's take a look at what's in queue, and we know we have a shipment on the way. He has 5 Reuters in queue, and possibly the Reuters being shipped, or maybe skirms being shipped. We'll have to see. 5 Reuters do pop out right now. Targeting the Gurkha right there. And we do have a shipment on the way, probably popping it. And there we go, Reuters are arriving now. And there's only 4 Gurkhas left. And there's some sepoy, but I think Kaiser's going to scare Turk back here. And look, he's going to be looking good. Yeah, Reuters are just going to hold this. And what does Turk have now? He's got 5 more Gurkha rallying in, but Turk's basically forced to back off here. And he is extremely far from going to H3. He's going to have to... Feels like he has to commit to H2 play here. Taking a look at a text completed. Kaiserklein only with hunting dogs. Turk, a couple market upgrades there. Turk shipping 4 and logging. But now Kaiser is in H3. He's fully established in H3. Ecos are actually pretty similar with 2 wood trickos that I guess are basically even, perhaps maybe in favor of Turk even. But now Kaiser is getting back on hunt. The only thing, though, is that look at the hunt on this map. Kaiser's going to have to go very far for hunt. And it's going to be a matter if Kaiser can just get enough military up and establish and be able to lock down these hunts. If Turk can control the hunts, then Turk can possibly be okay. I mean, Kaiser can't always go on these berries. Obviously, berries aren't ideal. Maybe he could do more gold-heavy army composition, like maybe drop an artillery foundation, make Falk, so that way you don't have to go on hunts as early. Or maybe you can even like work in shipping Swiss Pike. That's his only mercenary. But still, I mean, Kaiser's going to have a pretty good military here, strong military, and he might just have enough units where he can just like send his villagers over here, hunt from here, and just be fine since his military will just be stronger and he can just lock down the hunt. But yeah, he's working on his last couple deer here. He's got about 600 food left in hunt at home, and then he's going to have to be moving out, doing something, or going on berries. So here we go. Kaiser actually pushing onto the Agra, trying to see what Turk is doing, if he's just going for the age up. But Turk actually making a lot of units here, and his Gurkha count's actually looking quite good. So I think Turk now, or Kaiser now knows that Turk's probably going to be not going H3 anytime real soon. And here we go. Now Kaiser's starting to move out on the map to kind of gather from these further gold mines, as this gold mine is also going to be running out pretty soon. So Kaiser's going to, ideally, he's going to want to lock down this location. This will have a gold mine and a lot of hunt. So he wants to like just lock down this location. It's when you have to put your villagers far out on the map, it's always more ideal to have your villagers in one spot instead of having them spread out in different areas. Like, you don't want to put villagers here on this hunt and then put villagers on this gold mine, because then it just becomes like impossible to protect both of them. It's much better if you can put like all of your villagers on one side. So you can put like your villagers on this hunt and like on this gold mine over here, and then there's just one location that you have to protect. Kaiser, and with that being said, Kaiser is kind of moving out actually on this gold mine, looks like. Now maybe not calling, nope. Well, a little bit back and forth here. So that's the thing, Kaiser is spreading himself pretty thin. Sometimes it can be nice to try to get away. Yeah, the hunts did look pretty even here, I believe. But yeah, Kaiser does have to move out pretty far. It looks like he was actually looking for hunt here. But he does have this hunt over here. He sees this hunt, so he'll know he'll have to get moving over there. 4 hussars arriving for Kaiserklein. It's not want to. Oh, there we go. All right. Alright, so let's see what is game plan here. Turk is actually aging up to H3 right now. And Kaiser now getting out towards these hunts. Looks like he's going a bit late to the hunt. Yeah, he's hung around on the berries. Could have transitioned to this hunt a lot sooner, actually. I think he was looking for a hunt over here, but there's actually none over there. So, took it a little bit of time to kind of transition to this hunt, but now getting established over there. And now Turk is actually in H3, so and it looks like Kaiser actually wants to push this. So here we go, Kaiser actually moving all in as Turk hits H3. The single Maha moving forward, Kaiser spreading out his skirms, and we do have veteran hussars, and there's a lot of veteran hussars. There's very little anti-cav here for Turk too, as these veteran hussars are not going to start getting through onto the front line of the Gurkhas. And Turk's going to need to get some military here quick. The hussars are starting to drop pretty quickly. Huge stun there. Only 2 more veteran Huss left. So those veteran Huss did kind of fall quickly there. A lot of exposed villagers over here. Oh, if Kaiser could just see this. Maybe... Oh, he's going to... Oh, so close. Turk actually pulling his villagers in time. So close to, like, accidentally scouting that. Military population is actually in favor of Turk right now. Some more Gurkhas being shipped there. However, we have another batch of veteran hussars here. Kaiser does not want to fully commit though. Kaiser now moving his villagers onto this hunt. A lot of villagers on the berries here. And Turk does have his, was the Mansabar Gurkha. So that's me boosting his stats there. Where is that Gurkha? Where is that? The boss at? Him? Yes, that is him. Hiding. So looking at the eco, Turk is actually ahead in eco here. And militaries are pretty even. Kaiser now shipping infantry combat, so that will help his skirmishers, boost up his skirms a bit more. Very close game right now. Both players getting pretty far out on the map for resources here. So Turk, no upgrade cards for his military have been shipped this entire game, so that's one thing to note. Kaiser with just one, though. And we do have an artillery foundation, so I like this. This is a good adaptation. When you're low on hunt and there's not a lot of food on the map, and it's a struggle to get onto food, it can be really good to just put your villagers on gold mine and then just train cannons. I really like this. And looking at Turk's army, he doesn't have anything at all to deal with cannons right now. I'm sure he has like siege elephants in his deck, but you know it's going to take a while for those to even arrive. You have to have a shipment available. And here we go, 3 Falcons. So these 3 Falcons could do quite a bit. However, Turk's Gurkha are getting some pretty good hits there. East Indian Company coming in now, boosting Turk's Gurkha even more. So these Gurkha are going to be pretty strong with the Mansubar Gurkha and the disciplined Gurkha, and then the British East India Company upgrade. Cavalry combat coming in for Kaiserklein, so he's really beefing up his army here. Looking at the eco, it is in favor of Turk, though, however. 62 to 57, and that's with 2 wood trickles. Kaiser had his 3 Falcons here. It looked like he probably wanted to push when his 3 Falcons first popped, but taking a long time to really do anything with these Falcons. He's perhaps hoping Turk would kind of push in. And a lot of disciplined Zams moving in for perhaps counter raid, but now coming back, seeing he's going to just siege down this Agra. Canada's getting really very close to the Agra, and military just going to plow through for this to take down this Agra. Zams are going to go for a counter raid, it looks like. But perhaps that could allow the Hussars to get on top of the Gurkha. If Kaiser sees that these Zams are way over here, maybe he'll just send his Hussars in to snare the Gurkha. And that's what I would do. But no, Kaiser actually doing something else. But however, he may catch these villagers on this gold mine. So he doesn't go all in on the Gurkha, which he perhaps could have done. But I think the Zams only killed maybe like 2 villagers. And a lot of villagers going down for Turk here. We have 2 petards, lost petards here. They're going to go down. But nice raid there. Taking a look at units lost. 8 villagers down for Turk. And, wait, did he not kill a single vill? I don't think Kaiser did not lose a single vill there to that 40 Zam raid. That's quite hilarious. Good old Zams raiding. Turk really active on the map, though. Looking at the military population, Kaiser is ahead by... Oh, nope, now he is not ahead. And there we go. Siege elephants are now out. Infantry attack coming in for Kaiser, so he's going to have some pretty strong skirmishers here. 164, 22 attack. 162, 22 attack. So, wow, they're like the range... let's see... 22 damage, 20 range... 22 damage, 19 range. Oh, cannons kind of had a chance to get a volley off there, I think, but didn't fire, and 1 cannon going down right away to the siege elephants. However, and now a second one going down. Kaiser splitting the shots on those siege elephants, but both living there. Now 1 cannon alive, still getting some pretty good hits in, however. Siege elephants, really good volley. God, Kaiser's cannon control is insane. I mean, with that said, the siege elephant control has been really nice here. But Kaiser getting a lot of work out of that single Falcon there. But looks like 1 siege elephant has been killed. Got a slight pause in the action here. Alright, I think we're ready to get back into it. Alright, so looking at the ecos, Turk is ahead by 2, but he does have 2 wood trickles. A couple of Zams getting caught out here. Military is in favor of Turk right now. And Turk does have a second town center with 2 wood trickles, so he's going to be able to be pumping out villagers here. Kaiser's going to have to make something happen pretty soon, I think. With 2 wood trickles, it's just so easy to have constant villager production from both town centers. Arsenal is now built. I think it looks like it's go time for Kaiser. Kaiser getting his veteran hussars in pretty good positioning here. Jamming everything in. Skirms need to attack, though. I feel like Skirms are walking around too much here. There's a lot of veteran hussars, and they are taking a long time to go down, even though there are a lot of Zams here. Hard to say which way this fight's really going. Veteran hussars are now completely gone, though. And Kaiser getting pushed back here. Military is in favor of Turk right now. Also, the superior eco is looking quite good for Turk right now. He does snipe the siege elephant, however, and there's 2 cannons coming in. Cannon's gonna have to do a lot of work here. Decent volley there. Zam's not targeting cannons, however. Only 1 Gurkha going down there. Both cannons going down to the Zams there. Veteran Hussars coming, only 5 Zams left. Will the Zams be able to deal with the veteran Hussars? Yurumi now coming in though, however. Oh, the Gurkha, or the Reuters were idled there. Really needed them attacking those Gurkhas while the Huss were tanking. Gonna try and hit and run these Yurumi as much as possible here. Yurumi now getting on top of the skirmishers. Trying to pull the skirms back. 1 Yurumi, 11 health. I think 7 skirmishers being shipped here. 2 more Yurumi still standing here. Yurumi are now all dealt with, but a lot of really large reinforcing batch from Turk here. A lot of units just railing in here for Turk. Kaiserklein's reinforcing batches aren't as strong here. A lot of veteran Huss actually for Kaiser showing up right now. He's gonna have to try to deal with the Zams here. There's still a good number of Zams. A lot of veteran Hussars moving in right now. How much work will these veteran Huss be able to do here? Kaiser good micro using his Reuters to target down the Huss. Skirms to target down the Reuters. Still a lot of veteran Hussars, and I think this is going a pretty good trade here for Kaiser. I think Kaiser had less military units, but the veteran Huss now getting completely on top of the Gurkhas, and Turk not having enough anti-cav there. Kaiser coming out on top in this fight. But with that said, look at the ecos now. Turk quite ahead in the eco game here, and Kaiser really running out of resources on the map here. Dropping down another barracks. He is kind of locking down this hunt, which is big. Little stop in the action here. Another town center going down for Turk though, and with those 2 wood trickles, he's just gonna be pumping out those villagers. It'll make his transition to mills, rice paddies, that much easier. So I feel like the clock is still kind of on here for Kaiser. He has to make something happen. He does have a lot of upgrade cards here. Look at these skirmishers, 3 carded skirms. Only 5 Zams, a lot of Gurkhas here though. Oh, the Hussars are moving in. TC is going to get built just in time, though. A lot of skirmishers actually going down for Kaiser here. They're kind of getting picked off little by little. Oh, boy. 3 Mahas being shipped here. Hussars are getting on top of the Gurkha, however, there are Minutemen here. Oh, nice. Reuter is getting on top of the Seal Maha. And still a lot of... Now it's just kind of veteran Hussars on top of the Gurkha. There are still 2 Mahas here, though. But the Eco, 3 TCs with 2 wood trickles. I think Turk's Eco is just going to be looking really good here. And Kaiser really moving across the entire map, getting it, trying to get everywhere for resources. Now getting on berries in the middle of the map here. Picking off some nice Gurkhas here. But a lot of skirms not kind of going down here. Oh, wow. Huge batch of veteran hussars here. Upgraded Huss. Look at these. One card, veteran hussars, and then the hand attack. Catching the Gurkha, which is actually huge here. And it looks like Turk, he keeps kind of splitting off his army and getting like his Gurkhas caught. He has like the superior eco by a significant amount, but he keeps losing these like small engagements. I mean, perhaps he should just give up this corner of the map. And it seems like he just keeps getting his units caught. It feels like Turk should be winning this game, but he keeps losing these like little fights, these back and forth fights. And now Kaiser's looking to be in a really good spot actually. Kind of out of nowhere, he's really established himself. I think after getting on this hunt, this was huge. Allowed Kaiser to get a lot of food coming in. For a while, he was on berries there. But after getting established on this hunt, I think that was a huge boost for him. And now Kaiser's looking to be in a pretty dominant position. Kaiser moving on to this, is it a rice paddy? I believe they call these things. Yep, we got a rice paddy. Wow, so it felt like this should have been a Turk game. I think Turk, like, not realizing he had the eco. Like, honestly, Turk could have just, like, sat in his base and, like, rice paddied at home. And, like, kind of gave up this location on the map. And just had his, like, superior eco just, like, kind of win him the game. And then just train units and group the units at home. But he kept, like, trying to control all these different parts of the map. And just bleeding out units, like, little here and little there. And going in Kaiser, it feels like it was a throw from Turk, to be honest. But here we go, game one, this best of 7 going to Kaiserklein. But yeah, it felt like Turk had the upper hand there for a long time, and he just kept kind of bleeding out units. Quite unfortunate, but for Turk there. But Kaiser locking this one down and going up 1-0 in this best of 7. Alright, so Kaiser did use his respin. That definitely would have been bad. It looked like he was going to lose it. If he would have lost game 1 and used his respin, that would have felt pretty bad. But no, Kaiser winning game 1, so he's going to be feeling pretty good there. And we're going to be getting into game 2 here in a little bit. Yeah, I think Kaiser says he always complains of Turk being lagging. That Turk, I know he says Turk's a lagger. So I think a lot of times he doesn't like playing versus Turk. So I don't think there's no lag on our end. I think he's kind of saying it from Turk's perspective, but at some points it did look laggy. But I mean, that's AoE3. There's not a ton you can do. Alright, so we're going to get right into game 2 here. Alright, so game 2 is going to be played on Iowa. And let's go ahead and spin the wheel for Kaiserklein. Let's see what civilization Kaiserklein gets here in game number 2. Kaiserklein getting the Japan civilization. I said that's very strangely. Kaiser getting Japan once again. He's not going to be happy with that as he uses respin in game 1 to avoid playing as Japan. So Kaiser getting the Japan civilization. And let's go ahead and spin the wheel for Turk. Let's see what civilization Turk gets here in game number 2. Turk getting the Spanish civilization. Alright, so we're going to have Japan versus Spain being played on Iowa here. Like I said initially, Kaiserklein definitely probably not going to be too happy with getting Japan, but Turk getting Spanish. One of the kind of less played civs, they have seen some adjustments in this most recent EP patch. But at the same time, some people say that Spain can counter Japan. I don't know. This will be an interesting one. I know a lot of people in the past used to say that even like an RE when Jap was really broken and Spain wasn't very good, I think people used to say that it was actually kind of Spain favored because Spain can have a really quick fast fortress timing push where they get fortress and they go with cannons and then it gets in a situation where Japan, they have to build some shrines, so they're low shrined, and then all of a sudden you got cannons being pushed on your front door, and Jap's just completely locked in the H2. And when Jap is in H2, it's very difficult for them to deal with cannons. So yeah, it can get in this little situation where Jap's completely stuck in H2 playing versus H3 Spain, and they have to find some way to deal with cannons and just this strong, very quick Spanish fast fortress death push coming in. So. Kaiser joking in the chat saying rigged, not happy with the civs here with his civ getting Japan once again. All right, we're getting into game 2 here in this best of 7. This is the GUA December 2019 subscriber tournament. It's been a pretty good road here in the month of December into January now. It's pretty excited to put this event on for you guys. We ended up getting a total prize pool of $400, biggest sub-tournament prize pool that AOE3 community has ever seen. It's pretty cool to have a $400 prize pool for a sub-tournament. And this is a semifinal, so these players, the winner will be moving on to the finals, and the loser will be will still play in the bronze match. And top 4 players in this tournament do get a payout, so these players have locked down a payout. But obviously going to finals will lock down some more money for them. So we were seeing the new Iowa. This map was adjusted quite a bit on the most recent patch. If you guys remember, there used to be ponds here in the middle, and it used to be really choky where you can wall off and even build boats in ponds. But now the ponds are completely removed. Map actually looks quite a bit different. I think overall, I think everybody quite happy about it. The map adjustment, so it basically plays kind of a completely different map. There's still a 3 TP line in the middle, and hunts are kind of far out there. So it's a pretty good, unique map. Definitely changed significantly, like I said, from the before this last patch. All right, so let's see what is going on here. Kaiserklein going to pick up an 80 food treasure right now. Turk getting a Cherokee rifleman. Kaiser starting with the consulate here. He does have 2 cherry orchards, using 1 to scout, dropping down 1 behind his town center. And Kaiser leaving Turk leaving 100 wood on the floor here. Just built a house. Does now have a Cherokee rifleman, and he's going to be trying to track down these Japan explorers. One explorer already extremely low HP, so really kind of easy target to pick off, but of course they can always do their little shadow poof and disappear back to home. Kaiser finding a 90 food treasure here. Kaiser building his 1 shrine very close to home. And look at this, Turk is going to find another native treasure here. You're going to get an Cherokee tomahawk. So building quite a big army here in H1. Can't really talk. So he's got a Cherokee rifleman, an Iroquois tomahawk. He's got his dog and his explorer. They're all walking in a single file line, which is something you usually don't see every day. Usually you'd like to split these guys up and explore the map, but instead we got a little single file line with the dog leading the charge. So that's something right there. Now the explorer veering off and going across the map. Still these guys in the single file line. Turk now splitting off. Nope, going back to the single file line. Meanwhile, Kaiser working on a 90 food treasure. And wait, what? Wait, did Kaiser not pick this up? Oh my god. I'm pretty sure Kaiser killed this treasure garden earlier, right? I don't think Turk didn't just kill this treasure. I didn't hear anything going on here. Wow, I'm pretty sure Kaiser killed these treasure gardens and then didn't pick up the treasure. Because I said earlier, right? Didn't I say that Kaiser was getting an 80 food treasure? And then Kaiser never got that 80 food. He just picked up the 90 food down here. But I think Kaiser, Kaiser, I'm pretty sure killed the treasures here and then never picked up the treasure. And then Turk just wandered by it, seeing no treasure gardens, and just picked up an 80 food. Oh my god. I'm correct about that, right? I have to go to the chat to see what you guys think about in the chat there. But yeah, I think Kaiser left that on the floor. Oof, that can be painful. Alright, Kaiser building a couple more shrines here, spreading them out a bit. We do have a market going down for Kaiserklein. Building his Heavenly Kami at home. And Kaiser did ship 300 wood as his first shipment, so not going with... actually, I think, is that Heavenly Kami, or what was that? Carney, what the hell is it? Oh, he doesn't even have it in his deck, actually. So he's prepared. He's got a Spain deck here. Doesn't have the more typical Japan Age 1 shipment. And so he shipped 300 wood, and he does have Enlist Irregular, so that can be very good versus a heavy, like, all-in Spain rush. But we're actually seeing Turk... Oh, whoa. We're seeing Turk... Oh, wow, this is actually super interesting. So we're seeing Turk play this more, I guess, kind of eco-focused / like delayed Fast Fortress. And he's going for the ATP, which is common. It's a 3 TP map, so why not build 3 trading posts? Shipping ATP. We'll have to see if Kaiser tries to build one, just lock down, one of them. But this is a bit of an adaptation. So these random like native posts have gotten a bit of a boost, have gotten buffed in this most recent EP patch where they provide an XP trickle. It's not that significant, but it is an XP trickle. And with advanced trading posts being shipped, I believe that will now make building this native post cheaper. Since the advanced trading post makes building, these regular trading posts cheaper, now it's cheaper to build this native post, and with the native post being buffed, that in turn buffs advanced trading posts. That makes the advanced trading post card stronger. And you can actually even train these Incas, which are actually extremely good at sieging. So like in turn, by buffing this native post, it ended up buffing the card ATP, which is very interesting, something probably nobody considered. But wow. Kaiser building barracks back at home. And yeah, these Incas are going to do a great job at sieging these shrines. Finding 2 very close targets too, very kind of good and convenient for Turk. 2 shrines very close to the trading post, so they can pop out right away and like basically immediately siege down 2 shrines. Oh, you could like try to hit and run with this Turkey Rifleman. Just 3 Ashies being trained, going to try to start shooting into the Incas, but the Incas are going to be able to siege these 2 down in time. Kaiserklein still putting up some shrines around the map. Turk now getting in position to build this next TP soon. He did ship ATP and then 5 villagers, and now 700 coin coming in. Meanwhile, Kaiser shipping 300 wood, 600 wood, 4 villagers. Gonna try to reestablish some shrines over here. But look at this. I mean, Kaiser with like 3 military units, only at 100 shrine population. And, I mean, he is up 6 villas right now, recalculated eco. But I feel like Turk's going to be going H3 like semi-soon here. He's going to have the gold. He's just going to have to gather up the food here, and he's going to click up to H3 in the next minute or minute and a half here, it looks like. We do have actually some clubs, Yabubushis, being trained here from Kaiserklein, and they're going to work on sieging the TP. But it is ATP, actually, so the trade post is now attacking the clubs, and some more Ashley's coming in. So it looks like Kaiser's probably fully committing to H2 here, and he's going to attempt to siege down these trading posts. Inca is finding more shrines here, though. And now Turk with 3 TPs. Looks like Stagecoach is researched also. He is going to take down one of these trading posts, which is going to be quite nice. But these 2 shrines are going to go down very quickly. So Turk doing a really good job sieging the shrines. And then there's these 2 other ones that are very close by. So like good targets for the Inca Clubmen. Immediately siege these down and then try to go short walking distance to these next 2 shrines. Kaiser is going to build the trading post, so smart, building it just to get that Stagecoach. And now moving across the map with a lot of ASCII, so he can try to keep these shrines alive. And Turk is now on his way up to age 3. So by aging up, it allowed Kaiser to get out of the map, build 1 trading post, and try to take out these Inca Clubmen. But Turk will be age 3 pretty soon. He actually has quite a bit of resources. Could have made some muskets, but looks like he's saving his resources for H3 military units once he gets up there. Still a little ways away, though, however, and there's quite a bit of units for Kaiserklein here. And now kind of finding these Inca Clubmen. And Kaiser's actually going to age up himself. He's almost got enough resources to start aging. And, I mean, there's a lot of ASCIIs. They can be really annoying here. A lot of dogs being trained. But he's actually, Minutemen even being called here. Oh, and 6 Radoleros being shipped. Wow, so this is kind of forcing a rod shipment and a Minutemen call. But at the same time, cleaning up all these ASCIIs will be really nice. And Turk is going to get the full surround. It is kind of costly for Turk. He did have to call Minutemen and ship 6 rods. But, I mean, it is going to clean up all of these ASCIIs, which is actually quite significant. Turk now in Fortress Age. 4 Hussars coming out from the age up politician. And all these ASCIIs are going down. Turk doing a pretty good job targeting the Radoleros here. And getting some hits onto Hussars. And meanwhile, Turk is only at 60 population here, so... Wow. Looks like we got a raid from A's. Thank you. What's up, man? Saw A's, you were streaming earlier. Thanks for the raid. Appreciate it. So here we go, guys. This is the GUA December 2019 subscriber tournament. Semifinals here between Kaiserklein and Turk. This is best of 7. Kaiser currently up 1-0. And we're in game 2 here. Kaiserklein just about to hit up to age 2. He does have a shipment available. Meanwhile, Turk is in age 3. I'm sorry, Kaiser is about to hit age 3. And we do have a subscription from Somp. Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate the sub. 5 Lancers being shipped here for Turk. So Turk is shipping units. However, like I said, he's pretty low on the population. He's now up to 80 population. We might have to start gathering some more wood. Or he has 2 TP still on Stagecoach, so we can put those to wood. And now sieging down this other trading post. So Turk perhaps will want to take this trading post back. Couple Yumi moving forward. Oh my god. Kaiser, do you know that your Yumi are here? Yeah, you want to get those guys back. Oh, wow. Turk not pushing, not aware of what Kaiser might have, but yeah, I mean, he could have pushed that and snared with the Hussars and probably just kind of wrecked this army, but Turk doesn't want to overcommit. He feels pretty comfortable just trying to get 3 TP Stagecoach and sieging shrines here. Oh, it looks like he started building the TP, but then accidentally pulled back his Explorer. So he'll go back to building that TP. We're still working on sieging down these shrines. 2 Flaming Arrows being shipped for Kaiserklein as his first H3 shipment. Just a small little military there. And Kaiser only had 110 shrine population, and he's about to get a couple more shrines killed here. And now it's sending off a couple of Incas to clean up these 2 shrines. So, yeah, Kaiser's shrine population definitely going to be very low here. Looking at the recalculated eco, Kaiser's 43 to 32, but Turk has 3 TP Stagecoach. So, in reality, I would say Turk is ahead eco-wise, and military, Turk slightly ahead military population. Do have some Nagy riders being trained here. Yeah, very interesting how the native post, buffed the advanced trading post card. That's something interesting, making these native posts cheaper. Turk trying to get out on the map. Continue to build some shrines here, but now he's housed actually. He's about to lose another shrine. I mean, now he has 1 more shrine up, but really struggling to get shrines up. He could build a couple here. I don't know why he actually hasn't done that yet. If we would have built some shrines here, they would have been safe. Oh my god, this is so unfortunate for Kaiser. This is actually very painful to see. He built this very defensively, I guess, so that it wouldn't get like sieged down early, but he has 0 animals on it for the entire game. Isn't that pretty bad? I think he should have put it a little bit further over here to get these hunts. But yeah, that's actually quite unfortunate. 2 cannons, very out of position for Turk. What is he doing? Nagy's moving in, going to take out these 2 cannons completely for free. They're getting slightly snared by the Radoleros, but still picking up 2 cannons, and now Kaiser's just dipping. He's going to try to escape with as many as he can. Turk taking a pretty good path with the Lancers. Actually now stopping. I think he should have kept on with that current path. He is snaring these Nagys a little bit more, but all in all, Kaiser just has to feel really happy about that. Killing 2 cannons for maybe like 3 Nagys or something like that. And now Flaming Arrow's trying to get in position here for for Kaiser. Man, those cannons were very out of position for Turk there. Big mistake there for Turk. Getting a really far volley off there. Kaiser with another shipment available here. I expect them. Yep, there's Disciplined Nagys now in. And Turk actually going to build another trading post here. Yeah, that was a really big cannon pickup. And Kaiser is still now having 2 Flaming Arrows, and they're going to be hard to kill now since the 2 Falcons died. So that was huge. Turk looking to push in here. Trying to get a flank onto the cannons, but Kaiser's not too far off here. And yeah, much better control there with his cannons. Still through TP Stagecoach this entire time. Shrine population now up to 140. Alright, we have this card coming in. I've not seen any of these weird little priest guys riding a donkey, but they may be arriving soon. And here we go, these little weirdos that I hate. 2 Cherry Orchards having to be shipped here for Kaiserklein, so a little bit of a stall in the action for his shipment progression. Killing 1 trading post here. Recalculated equal 53 to 39, but Turk does have 2 TP Stagecoach, so pretty much kind of even here. Kaiser are going to try to build this 1 trading post, however. And we have Disciplined Ashies, regular Yumis, Disciplined Nagy Riders. And here we go, we have the Donkeys now here for Turk. These guys did get nerfed a bit, though, in most recent patch. I think there's basically like a hot patch. It just reduced their HP, I think, by 100. I believe they were 300. I think the only change was it put them to 200, which I think was a good change. I mean, they were just extremely tanky before, and extremely fast, so super hard to target down because they had 300 HP and no units had a multiplier versus them, and they only cost 100 resources, and they're insanely fast. So yeah, taking some HP off from them I think was definitely a smart choice. They just seemed way too tanky and way too easy to keep alive with their crazy speed and stuff. Yumi's getting a nice raid here actually. Inca's sieging some more shrines here, and looks like maybe go time for Turk. Cannon's very well protected for Kaiserklein here. Donkey's moving on in. Skirmishers getting some volleys off on the Ashies here. Cannon's very well protected this entire time. Still nothing on the cannons here. Donkeys in the back hanging out. I think you can put some of them forward here. They can tank quite a bit. You don't need all of them in the back line here. I feel like you could have had at least half of them on the front line tanking some damage. 2 cannons alive this entire time. With Turk having so much cavalry, it just feels bad that Turk couldn't get any cav on those 2 cannons when, I mean, they were pretty well protected, but I felt like Turk could have split his cavalry a little bit better and got on top of these 2 flaming arrows. I mean, they weren't even touched this entire fight, doing so much. Now skirmishers being snared by the Nagys, flame arrows still getting shots in, and this looking really good for Kaiserklein here. You can probably pull the skirmishers with the donkeys. Rattle arrows. So a very good trade there for Kaiserklein. Nagy Rider hit points now coming in. Very good fight there for Kaiserklein. Now Kaiserklein's looking to be in a very commanding position here. And a lot of exposed villagers for Turk. Turk has his villagers really spread out everywhere on the map here. And now Kaiser finding these villagers. Those villagers going down very quickly there. Turk moving out on the map here, but does he have enough to be this active? Nagys, I think, are just going to move in here. Lancer's trying to get on top of the Ashes. Nagy's now moving on in. There we go. Now Donkey's getting into the action here. They're actually attacking a little bit too, tanking quite a bit. But there's just a lot of Japan military here, I think. Five reinforcing Nagys and a big batch of reinforcing Ashes. And I think that just might be too much for Turk to handle here. A couple Minutemen getting into the action. What? Do these Minutemen come from all the way from home? These Minutemen traveled a journey. Now looking very one-sided. Kaiser up significant amount in eco. Still two TP stagecoach for Turk, but Kaiser has one himself. And Kaiser, at this point, this Japan army, I don't think it can ever really die. Take Turk forever to catch up. I think it's just a matter of time here. Kaiser moving in with his entire army. And that is a lot of Japan military units. 12 pikes being shipped for Turk. But not much left to say here. I think Kai's moving in to give the final attack here. Wow, big button timing. Okay, that's something to take notice for this map. So you can get big button from the trading post. Yeah, I'm not sure if, is this a tournament map? I think it might be. Anybody know if I was a tournament map? If so, I'm gonna have to. I mean, that's obviously huge for this map. GG. Game 2 going to Kaiserklein here, so feeling pretty good. He got Jap, well, first 2 games, but then uses respin in game 1. But winning with Japan here, gonna be feeling really good. Already up 2-0 in this best of 7. So kind of quickly becoming a little bit scary here for Turk. But with that said, Kaiserklein no civ respins. Turk does have his civ respin, so he's at least got that going for him. A true Iowa map would just be filled with corn. Somebody beat me into the lobby. Looks like Templars take my place. I'm not booting yet. Who is Striker Ace? That is Samurai Revolution. I don't know why he doesn't have his main account like Samurai Revolution or something like that, but yeah, it's his AoE3 account name. Alright, let's see what map we get here for game number 3. Alright, game 3 gonna be played on Manchuria. This was always one of my favorite maps. Whoa. Pulling on my headphones. This was always one of my favorite maps. Especially from EPA. I don't know, I've always loved this map. I used to play it a lot, I feel like. Especially maybe more so when it first came out. Like, I love having like the 90 wood treasures, just like the wood treasures and the water. I don't know, it's really, I think always been one of my favorites here. Alright, so game 3 going to be played on Manchuria. A lot of people using their does commentary. Oh, God. Everybody redeeming their points to have me do commentary. Alright. You guys can also use those points to like modify the emotes. So that's been the best use of the points, I think. You can get some pretty hilarious emotes. I've already seen some already. People use like my GUA emote with like, you know, the emote of my face, and then you could put like sunglasses on them. Yes, there you go, Skirmisher. That one's awesome. Or you put like a Santa Claus hat on me. They're actually pretty hilarious. Oh man. Alright, got the GUA does commentary train going. Oh yeah, Soldier GUA with the thinking mark thing. It's awesome. Modifying those emotes are pretty hilarious, actually. It's awesome. How do you get so many points? You just get points from being in the lobby, from watching the stream, and then I know if you're a sub, you get like your points twice as quick, I think. But they can be pretty funny. Alright, what did I say? The map was Manchuria. Alright, let's go ahead and spin the wheel for Kaiserklein. Let's see what civilization Kaiserklein gets here in game number 3. Kaiserklein getting the Japan civilization! Yes! Oh my god, Kaiser getting Japan 3 times in a row. That is hilarious. Oh my god. Wow, what are the chances, people? Oh, that is awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and spin the wheel for Turk. Let's see what civilization Turk gets here in game number 3. Turk getting the Ottoman civilization. Oof, Japan versus Otto. This may be a tough one. I don't know. Alright, so we're going to have Japan versus Ottoman on Manchuria. This will be interesting. This could be a tough one for Japan. I mean, Japan could potentially do like some C, like, I don't know, try to get to like REC lane style, but this is going to be an interesting one. Does Turk play much auto? Somebody in the chat saying a level 103 auto thinking face. Maybe Turk doesn't play much auto. I don't know. But I guess with auto, all you have to do is you just have to know build orders and then just be like a just be like a 10-year-old and be okay to play Ottoman. Just all you have to do is know build orders, and then as long as you have like 5 APM, you'll be okay playing the civ. I mean, you could probably Turk can probably make his breakfast while playing Ottoman, at the same time. Usually, you got like multitask when you play Ottoman, since there's not much to do with the civilization. You just have to have like 5 APM. You just basically really just need to know your build orders if you're an Ottoman player. But you should at least like do your taxes while you're playing as auto, or start making your breakfast, or something. All right, waiting for these players to click into game 3 here. Kaiser making some adjustments to his deck here. Why can't Turk beat Kaiser in tournaments? It's a good question. I think they've met each other in tournaments quite often, and Turk always loses. But I mean, obviously Kaiser's like, there's very few people to like nobody that can beat Kaiser in tournaments. I was actually looking I looked like really recently at like the tournament history, and I think Kaiser's been like pretty extremely like one-sidedly like dominating the tournaments. Like, if you look at the last, 8 tournaments, a lot of them, some of them are, smaller tournaments, weekend tournaments or whatever. But if you look at, the last 8 results of tournaments, I think Kaiser got, first place in, 4 of them. Or, and then, second. He's got, 4 first place in, I don't know, something like the last 8 tournaments. Something kind of crazy like that. He's actually been, the most dominant person to dominate tournaments in maybe the history of ESOC, really. I mean, besides New World Championship, where he kind of underperformed, you could argue, but if he would have won first there, that would have been something crazy. That would been a big staple to his resume. But here we go, getting into game 3 here. Kaiser versus Turk on Manchuria. Turk playing as the Ottoman civilization up in the top in the red, and down in the south, Kaiser playing as the Japan civilization in the blue. It is a gold start here. Turk is going to build a trading post right off the bat, sharpshoot 1 Panther, and build TP and then go back for that treasure. Oh my god, is Kaiser going to steal it? No. Kaiser's just looking forward to get his yak. So this is interesting. Ottoman only 1 explorer, and he has to build a trading post. In Japan, they have 2 explorers, and really 3, since they have this orchard rickshaw, and he doesn't have to build a trading post. So Kaiser's going to be able to win the yak game very heavily. He should get way more than Turk, since he has 3 explorers to 1, and Turk's 1 explorer had to build a TP. So we'll have to see how the herdable game ends up here. Kaiser finding an 85 wood treasure. Kaiser getting a 30 coin so far. That's the only treasure that's been taken so far. Turk is about to get the 75 food. And right now we have 8 water buffaloes to 0. That is just going to increase even more for Kaiserklein. So that is actually going to be pretty significant. Oh, 90 wood? Are you kidding me? Look at this map. Look at this spawn for Kaiser. This is actually OP and like imbalanced. Like, are you kidding me? They're 85 wood. I mean 85 wood on Kaiser's side of the map, almost in the middle, but it is on Kaiser's side of the map. And then a 90 wood way on Kaiser's side of the map. When Turk had like an 80 food on his side, and then just 65 food compared to like an 85 wood and 90 wood. So that's actually insane. Kaiser getting that 85 wood, going to allow him to build another shrine here. Getting wood treasures as Japan's just can be amazing. Kaiser 9 water buffaloes to 0. Turk getting the 65 coin treasure. Let's take a look at the map where the remaining water buffaloes. Just 1 over here, 3 just way kind of on Turk's side. So it looks like Kaiser will probably just have 9. It'll be 9 to 3, which is significant. Kaiser working on this 90 wood treasure now. So this is going to be a very good Age 1 for Kaiserklein into Age 2. Getting a ton of water buffaloes, getting 2 wood treasures really early. So he's going to be really happy about that. Now his market at home. Take a look at text completed. Hanami parties. Being researched for Kaiserklein. Now building his Heavenly Kami. Take a look at shipment sent. Kaiserklein did ship the 3 fishing boats. That's not... Oh, he doesn't have... I think the card is called Heavenly Kami, and this is called the Kurnimata? No, it's not the Kurnimata. He does not have the Shrine card in his deck. He has 3 fishing boats and enlist regulars. Turk building another trading post. Looks like he's going to be going for a 3 TP stagecoach. We'll see if Kaiserklein tries to lock down one of the trading posts here. He will have to build the middle one, though, since Turk's building this one, which is quite nice from Turk. 4 villagers building the wonder here for Kaiserklein. And what is Turk's plan going to be here? No market, just work on getting his trading post built. He's now into H2. No forward villagers. Nope, never mind. He does have 2 forward villagers, so looks like he's going to be putting on some aggression. He's going to go for the 3rd TP. He's got his Explorer in position. Looks like he will be going for it. Explorer's sitting there, ready to go. We have a barracks being built here first. And, yep, 700 wood coming out for Turk here. So he's going to use that 700 wood to build the trading post and then research stagecoach. And maybe also build an artillery foundation. We do have a constantly going down for Kaiserklein here. So delaying his racks quite a bit to get some shrines up and consulate. Market, see like text completed. Water wheel being researched for Kaiserklein there. And yep, there's that artillery foundation as I expected. Barracks going down for Kaiserklein beyond his town center. And here we go. So Turk is going to have 3 TP stagecoach. Stagecoach will be rolling in soon. Or is that stagecoach? And now Turk adding in a market to get some market upgrades, building a mosque also with that wood. And the first 5 Jans are not going to be crossing the map. Kaiser's got his, I don't know why he's got all these yaks over here, kind of weird. Turk never finding his yaks, I mean, it's not that significant for Turk, but 5 Jan series going to siege down this one shrine that's pretty far out. There's not really any easy shrine targets for Turk, as all the shrines are like on Kaiser's side of the map, so Turk's going to go for probably the safest one to siege down. But, there's always a chance that, like, some ASGs or Udemy will try to prevent them from finishing the shrine off. But I like this. Kaiser building all of his shrines very defensively, so they're going to be difficult targets to kill. I think it's smart from Kaiser there. 700 gold and then 600 wood coming in for Turk. Some more Janissaries being trained here, and first batch of A-boosts are now out. Take a look. Text completed. Turk with hunting dogs and millet system. Some Yababushis crossing the map. Oh, I don't know where they're going. Oh, he's going to siege down this. He saw the Jans, though, sieging his shrine. So it's kind of a weird move by Kaiser, pulling them back just in time, kind of, I don't know, really luckily. Saves the Yababushis from getting hit at all. Ooh, now Yumi are in position to start shooting at these Jans. Abus actually pulling back. Pulling back, now going forward. Abus are going to be in a good position to get a flank here, actually. And Explorer moving in to try to connect with the snare. Kaiser's going to have to retreat here, trying to kill the Explorer. But Explorer is going to connect with the snare here. Sending in the Yababushis to finish the Explorer very quickly. And Kaiser actually losing quite a bit here. Pretty good bait from Turk there. Sending the Abus to try to track down these Yumis all the way. And trying to pull the Yumis now. Can maybe get out with, oh my gosh, get out with one Yumi? Maybe? Not even one? Oh, every single Yumi going down. That was a very good job by Turk there. Abus just completely wrecking those Yumi. And Kaiser's going to have to delete the Shrine Foundation. Hopefully he'll notice. And looks like Turk's going to be playing the Sage too. Just going to be going heavy. Abus, Jans, 3 TP Stagecoach. Recalculated eco 19 to 38, but that doesn't take into account the 3 TP Stagecoach. So in reality, they're probably even or so, maybe a little in favor of Kaiser. Turk looking to move in here. Very big army. A lot of Abus, a lot of Jans here. Villagers all pretty kind of out of position here. At least one villager going down there. Kaiser getting a little bit more out of the map, building some shrines here. More villagers going down. This lady way out there. And a couple of Yumis getting lost. Oh boy. Kaiser not having best control with his units here. Playing quite sloppy, to be honest. Losing a couple of Yumis here and there. Losing lots of villagers. Kind of saving this villager, actually, barely. And 2 sets of Minutemen being called. It looks like he was trying to bait Turk to move in, but now Turk just backing off, not going to get snared, and he killed the barracks and forced 2 sets of Minutemen, so and killed a couple of villagers, so that went very good for Turk. Turk now just going to retreat. Three Hussars being shipped for Turk, so can potentially get Kaiser to come out. And this is looking really good for Turk. Barracks being rebuilt, stable built for Kaiser now, but I don't know, the Jans are going to be there to protect the Abus. This is going to be a very strong push here from Turk. We'll have to see how Kaiser can try to deal with this. All villagers going inside the town center right now. Hussars trying to connect onto the Yumi here. Yababushi's close by. 3 Naggies popping out. A lot of Jans, though, to deal with these Naggies. And just only a single Yumi popping out here for Kaiserklein. And Kaiserklein just does not have enough. And he taps out. Can't protect. Cannot win this one. So, yeah, Kaiser really threw a lot of units, as he's saying. He's quite frustrated, with himself. Trying to protect the shrine. He lost so many Yumi retreating there. It was just really rough for him after that. So game 3 going to Turk here. Kaiser got a little bit too greedy trying to protect that shrine, and in turn ended up losing a lot of units there. And I think that was the major turning point in the game. Alright, let's see what map we get for game 4. That'd be hilarious if Kaiser gets Japan again. Hez just wanted to watch. Yeah, I actually did ask Hez earlier, but he's just, I think, watching and enjoying the channel, which is fine with me. A lot of times it's fun to just watch the streams. Alright, so playing on Tibet, let's go ahead and spin the wheel for Kaiserklein. Let's see what civilization Kaiserklein gets here in game number 4. Kaiserklein getting the Sioux civilization. Not Japan, but it would have been amazing if that was Japan, but the odds of that. So Kaiser getting Sioux, he probably won't be happy with that either, to be honest. Interesting. Alright, so let's see what Turk gets here in game 4. Turk still with a respin available. Turk getting the Portuguese civilization. I don't know why. Every time we get Sioux in these sub-tournaments, the opponents always port. Like, we're always seeing Sioux versus port. It's just weird. So interesting map here. Let's see, did this map get adjusted in the EP? I'm not sure if it did get adjusted in the most recent patch, in the EP patch. Alright guys, getting into game 4 here in this best of 7. Playing blah 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 blah. Boobity boo boobity. Being played on Tibet. Kaiserklein playing as the Sioux civilization. Turk playing as Portuguese civilization. Alright, loading on in here. And let's see, did this map get adjusted at all? Nope, I believe it is the same old Tibet. Same old beautiful Tibet with its cliffs. Tigers guarding an 85 wood treasure. They don't want anybody to get a hold of that wood there. And here we go. Game 4. Series currently 2-1 to Kaiserklein right now. We have Turk down in the south playing as Portuguese in the red, and up in the north, Kaiserklein in the blue playing as the Sioux civilization. Looks like it's wood start here. Kaiserklein going to go ahead and gather up this 100 wood. Not sure what he's going to use it for. Let's take a look at the treasure game. Kaiserklein getting a monkey, Turk getting a monkey. And he does see this 85 wood treasure. Meanwhile, Turk is going for this 80 food. So, and he tracks down the monkey. But wow, actually Kaiser now bolting across the map. Lightning speed. Usain Bolt bolting across the map to contest this treasure. 80 food treasure. Flying. Vroom! Sioux Explorer flying across the map. And now attacking the Portuguese Explorer, contesting the treasure here. I think he's aware that Turk already used one sharp shot, so he feels safe that he can't sharpshoot this one. Kaiser actually backing off. I'm not sure what Kaiser's plan is. Is he just going to go for these wood treasures instead? Or he's actually leaving the treasure to Turk, kind of weird, and then Turk chasing him kind of strangely. So maybe it's like mind gaming. Turk's probably like, oh, well, this guy's going for a bigger treasure, so let me contest that. Turk now turning back, going for the 80 food. Kaiser going to be just going for a 75 food and I guess not contest the 80 food. Or perhaps he can bolt back in time before Turk gets his sharp shot ability back. But nope, I think he sees this 85 wood, so he's just going to go for this instead and realizes that's just better. And we have a pause coming in. Ugh. Do I? Oh, did I turn my volume down a lot? Let's see. Okay, there we go. Alright, Kaiserklein is going to get this 85 wood treasure, which is going to be really nice. Taking a look at the map, lots of TPs on the map. Hunt's going to be pretty far out there, so we'll have to see how Turk plays this one. I think he'll put his TC wagon, on one of these further hunts, lock down some hunt, lock down a little bit, take a little bit of map control, and it'll be interesting to see what Turk goes for here. Big button timing can be always be a big threat here. Kai's using his wood treasure to build a single TP here at home. Oh, a 40 wood treasure. Kaiserklein sees Turk's explorer. Turk going to build a trading post here, actually. Not sure if Kaiser saw that 40 wood treasure. But he will now see it with his yak, I believe. Oh, another 40 wood. So Kaiser's going to go ahead and take this 40 wood treasure, and then maybe go back to contest this one. ATP coming in for Turk here. And I think Turk is going to go in, try to sharp shot this. Nope. Looks like he was going to probably... Oh, look at that. Kaiserklein, I think, was building this one. I heard the foundation get canceled, so I believe Kaiserklein was building this... Wait, no, he doesn't have enough wood, though. Maybe not. I thought I heard like a foundation get canceled, but no, Kaiser doesn't have enough wood for a TP, so he wasn't. But now he is. That was weird. He didn't have 200 wood, though. I thought he was trying to build that one, and then he got canceled, but no, I don't think that was the case. Ooh, look at this. Stealing the TP. And look at this sad villager coming here, trying to build the trading post, but now getting denied. Meanwhile, Turk actually going for a trading post here. So once again, we're seeing the ATP card inadvertently getting buffed from the recent EP patches, making these native posts cheaper. So people didn't think they were going to buff in this card, but it was already a pretty damn good card, Advanced Trading Post. And little did we know that we buffed it in the last CP patch. We do have a town center going down here for Turk, and also a barracks right next to his, TP. But he's only on one trading post, so I'm not sure what you can really get from this guy. I mean, it was a cheaper one, but no one knows what it's like. And here we go. We do have some Rand shields being trained, actually. So Turk playing very kind of non-conventional. We're seeing a 4 Axe Rider shipment. So Turk does see this with his Explorer. Good to know. And it's quite aggressive shipping 4 Axe Riders as your first shipment. Turk shipping 700 food. Ooh, this TC, it will get up in time. Villager exposed here. Rand shield. Take a look at these guys' stats. 15 hand attack. I think Kaiser didn't adjust his deck to get the Sioux Villager card. Axe Rider's getting in pretty good position. One Villager is going to go down very quickly. Turk sleeping on the job. I think he saw the Axe Riders here, so kind of pulled his Villagers back too late. TC taking down one Axe Rider there. Rand Shields moving in, but Bow Riders are here. Rand Shields are getting on top of the Bow Riders, however. Turk trying to micro them here, pulling back the low HP one, but Kaiser trying to micro. Radins are all on top of this, though. Being split off, really dealing with these Bow Riders quite nice. The Axe Rider's now back home, though, with the Sioux War Chief. I think Rand's got a pretty good trade there. They were going to escape and maybe get snared here. I don't know. If these all get trapped, then maybe it was good for Kaiser or an even trade. It might have been beneficial for Kaiser, but Bow Rider's now here, actually. Ooh, look at this. Kaiser shipping the 3 trading posts. Pretty good, unique shipment. You don't see a ton, but it definitely is viable with Sioux civilization. And Turk's entire army getting cleaned up here. Sioux Explorer does go down, however, and forces Kaiser to back off here. But look at this. Kaiser taking all these TPs when he's building these ones here. Interesting. Look at that. sending these guys out on the long journey. You can always kill them along the way, and that's always huge if you can, but I don't expect Turk to have units, you know, around there to be able to spot them in time. 6 muskets being shipped for Turk here. Snaring the axe riders here, getting some pretty good hits. And the single rat-in slowing down the axe riders here. Turk now pulling back. A little tiger hanging out here. Looks like we had a leopard escorting these guys, making sure they get there safely. 700 coin coming in for Kaiserklein. We're gonna have to recalculate eco 23 to 22. Kaiser with 1 TP, and this is gonna be 4 trading posts at 1 trading post, so that's gonna be pretty big. Couple idle villagers here in the back. But look at the map. Where's Kaiser going to go for Hunt? He has a decent amount here, and actually it says, I mean, a few amount of yaks he can go through, and then a couple berries. And he's not age up, so I think Kaiser's looking actually really good. Take a look at Turk. What is he? He's super low food. He's not aging. Turk's fully committed to H2. He doesn't have an H2 timing purse. And Kaiser's about to hit up. He's about to start aging. He's going to have his shipments rolling in super quickly since he's got 4 trading posts. So Kaiser really just needs to buy time, get up to H3, get his shipments going in, and Turk really needs to push and make something happen very quickly, do a lot of damage. More Rans being trained here. And Kaiser needs to start kind of hiding his villagers. But Kaiser's sleeping right here, losing a villager. Should lose a second here. Good vill pull. Yep, second one does go down there. And 700 wood coming out for Kaiser here. I think good shipment there. But is he going to be able to gather it, though, at the same time? And now, you know, he actually doesn't have a shipment available, so maybe that was bad. Because he can't even gather this wood. And he doesn't have a shipment available. He probably will when he hits H3 because he's got 4 TPs. But he could have had like 2 back-to-back shipments. But at the same time, just a single shipment may just be enough to hold this, really. This push looks pretty weak from Turk. And, I mean, he's completely committed to the H2 play here. The War Hut does go down. Another villager going down. These guys are trying to get onto this wood. And Turk actually backing off. He senses that if a unit shipment arrives, it can probably just wipe his entire army. But this allows Kaiser to gather up this wood. And yeah, now Kaiser's in age 3 with 4 trading posts. Five rifle riders being shipped for Kaiser here. And yeah, they're going to be able to do a really good job cleaning up the Radins, hitting and running. You know, completely wrecking muskets. I mean, they can deal with crossbowmen. Yeah, these rifle riders are just going to be insane. Crossbowmen are the biggest threat to them, but they're not much of a threat. And their crossbowmen may be getting caught here. Picking up the Sioux Explorer going to be big too. And now Turk is macroing to age up. But it's going to be a long time, really. It's going to be a while before he can really age, I feel. And Kaiser's just going to have shipments, like after shipments arriving here. Ooh, look at this. The Radins do find this war hut, which is nice. And they did kill a villager and actually siege down a nearly built war hut. So a nice little pick up there for Turk. But he may lose these Radins trying to escape. Kaiser probably could have split his forces a little bit better here. But at the same time, yeah, the Sioux Explorer being super fast, so I might just catch him anyways. War Hut now going down for Kaiserklein. Take a look at text completed here. Do now have lead X Riders. Just hunting dollars. Turk, no market. Radin's getting completely cleaned up. They're going to kill 1 villager, so that's probably the best they could have got there. Maybe kill a second, probably not. Good block from Kaiser. 5 Axe Riders being shipped, and they are upgraded. And this just looks really good for Kaiser. Turk now on his way up, almost age 3. We'll have 1 shipment available, but there is a giant force of cavalry moving across the map here for Kaiserklein. And there's a TC wagon. Kaiser could have maybe split his army. Well, I guess it could maybe be hard to find out where it is. And then look at this army, completely caught out. And I think this entire army is just going to get wiped up. Like, this is going to be insane. He's going to kill maybe like 1 Sioux unit. And there goes that entire army. Huge pickup there for Kaiserklein. And it was Turk putting the TC on top of Kaiser's training post. So that entire army got wiped up. Very good pickup there. And it's looking very rough for Turk. Guys are looking to be in a commanding lead here to potentially go up 3-1 in this best of 7. Five Dragoons being shipped for Turk here. Turk is up 10 villagers, but that's not taking into account the 4 TPs, 1 TP. 9 Wakinas arriving. Military still very one-sided in favor of Kaiserklein. And it's getting to the point where you have to get really far out on the map to get these hunts. I mean, there are quite a bit of safe hunts over here, but Turk's struggling to get a military together to contest the Sioux military right now. And it looks like Kaiserklein's just going to siege down this TC, and Turk's going to give it up. Thankfully, Turk escaped his villager, so I don't think he has any villagers. Or maybe he probably has like 1 villager. I don't think he has many. Maybe he does have. We'll have to see how many villagers pop out. Looks like TC is doing quite a bit of damage, so maybe. Oh my God! Okay, they're Turk not doing a good job. So I did not expect a lot of villagers being there, but there's actually like over 10 villas in there, and that is huge. And I thought Turk escaped his villagers, but no, didn't really do it in time. Losing like over 10 villagers there is just massive. Kaiser may lose 1 villager here. Looking at the recalculate, it goes now 30-30, but Kaiser with the 4 TPs 1. And some much superior eco. Turk house, 60 house population right now. And yeah, it doesn't look like there's much Turk can do here in this game. When are our tournament brackets coming out? Yes, I mean, chat saying Monday. I believe tomorrow. Yeah, I think people were saying possibly tomorrow. I guess I'll throw out, if you guys, a little bit of announcement there is Kaiser's just kind of cleaning up this game. ESOC, they posted on their home front page that it looks like there's going to be a show match tomorrow. I guess let me look to see what time it is going to be. So there's going to be a show match tomorrow, A's versus TLS. Pretty good show match there, and actually going to be a $100 show match, so that's pretty big, pretty nice. It's going to be tomorrow at 15 GMT on ESOC TV, so that'll be a really fun one to watch. Mamluks popping out here for Turk, but he doesn't really have any other army around the Mamluks, so they're going to get shut down. But yeah, that would be a good show match tomorrow, and then I think they're saying that they may announce the brackets after the show match. They may post the brackets and kind of go over them. Possibly. Nothing. I don't think it's not confirmed, but that would be pretty cool. And obviously, those are the brackets for the major ESOC tournament that's starting. I don't know, like Monday. Turk running around, but yep, now Turk just calling the GG. Nothing he can do here. Kaiserklein going up 3-1. This best of 7. It's getting scary here for Turk. Turk still has his respin available. Maybe he should have used his respin in this game. But here we go. We'll see if Turk can... Oh, and lost connection. We'll see if Turk can get a favorable civ matchup here. And if he cannot, he always does have his civ respin. So we'll see if Turk can get back in this series. It's going to be do or die for him. Yeah, I guess Turk did play that actually very weird. The building that native post and then training those guys, I think, was really bad. Yeah, it may even some people in chat saying it's actually poor Turk. Yeah, I think Turk did play that very poorly, to be honest. Alright, let's see what map we get here. Was it 3-1? This is going to be game 5. Let's see what map we get here in game 5. Oh, we got a lot of people watching. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Alright, we're going to be played on Adirondacks. I think this is how it's... Yeah. Well, welcome everybody. Glad we got a good turnout here. If you guys are new to the stream and you've been enjoying it, please leave a follow. As I obviously stream quite frequently, I've been hosting these sub tournaments. Now I think the 3rd sub tournament, so it's been a lot of fun. And I think everybody's really been enjoying it. So, yeah, we appreciate the support and follows. Obviously, trying to grow my channel, so I appreciate it. If you guys also missed any of the sub-tournament matches and you want to catch up on them or see the previous sub-tournament matches, you can check them out on my YouTube channel. Just post the link in the chat to my YouTube channel if you want to sub to me on there, or just check out all of their videos. They're all up there, uploaded, all organized, easy to find. So here we go, game 5 being played on Adirondacks. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel for Kaiserklein. Let's see what civilization Kaiserklein gets here in game number 5. Kaiserklein getting the Japan civilization! How is this even possible? Kaiserklein getting Japan for like the 4th time? Oh man, this is great. We're making Kaiserklein, we're gonna make him the best Japan player ever since he's constantly getting Japan. Kaiserklein always, for whatever reason, seems to get the worst luck in my sub-tournament matches. I mean, you could maybe argue because he doesn't have a huge civ pool, but it's always hilarious. He gets like the civs he really doesn't want. This is actually amazing. Alright, let's spin the wheel for Turk. Let's see what civilization Turk gets here in game number 5. Turk getting the Ottoman civilization. We're seeing the same matchup. Oh my god, we're going to see Japan versus Otto again. This is amazing. Oh, and it's on Adirondacks here. Oh, this is awesome. I am happy right now. So they did play this exact matchup. It was played on Manchuria. Oh, they're already clicking in. All right, and so here we go, getting into game 5, being played on Adirondacks. Kaiserklein currently up 3-1. Kaiserklein getting Japan civilization here for like the 4th time. I know he vetoed it, the Japan once, but this is I think this is the 2nd time playing Japan here. Or no, this is his 3rd time. He played on Iowa where he won. He played on Manchuria where he lost, and this is now Kaiserklein's 3rd time as Japan. And he would have had them 4 times if he didn't use his civ veto, so that is actually hilarious. Turk getting the Ottoman civilization here, so we're seeing a rematch between Jap and Otto here between these two guys. Like I said, last time they had this exact matchup on Manchuria. This time playing on Adirondacks. And here we go, getting into it. All right, so what is Turk going for? He's going for a trading post here. So 300 wood start for Turk. So building a trading post and building a house here. Kaiserklein moving across the map with his explorers. Taking a quick look at the hunts. Let me see if it's... I think Turk's a little bit hunt screwed. I don't think it's that important as... Well, it could be. I don't know if I want to say anything. Well, it's annoying that you can't whisper one person, because if you say, like, hunts are kind of bad, then it, like, gives away... You know, that the hunts are bad, and the person can take advantage of that. We'll see if Turk wants to restart, because I think it does look kind of bad for him. He's playing as Ottoman, so it probably... Oh, he does ask for the restart, actually. I wish I would have said it a little bit earlier. Alright, so we're going to do a restart. Turk wanted the restart. Kaiserklein ended up winning the game on Fertile Crescent. So... Yeah, Kaiserklein ended up winning the game on Fertile Crescent, so, you know... Yeah, but obviously you want to check hunts there. It looked like Otto, he was missing a back hunt. Like, his second hunt was forward, so I guess, you know, better just restart there. It's always better to call the restart a little bit as soon as possible, but yeah, I mean, you definitely want to restart there. Turk, like, didn't really have a second hunt. His second hunt was, like, forward. I mean, it may not be super impactful, but yeah, I mean, you gotta start it. You can't just... let's go, Kaiserklein. Stop being difficult, man. I'm not gonna let somebody forfeit a single game. I mean, you're just gonna be disqualified if you forfeit a game. That doesn't make any sense. Like, why does Kaiserklein have to be difficult, dude? YouTube subscription, thanks, man. Appreciate it. What? All right, finally. Always gotta have some drama. But all right, getting back into this one. Yeah. I mean, I don't know, it's not that important. Like, the game one probably, yeah, it kind of had bad hunt for Kaiser. I didn't really check. But he won the game anyway, so it's not like, you know, it would have been shitty if he had bad hunts and then it kind of caused him to lose, but he ended up winning the game anyway, so, you know, it didn't turn out to be that big of a deal. But, like, you know, I checked here, Turk had bad hunts, yes, or if he wants to restart, you restart. Like, it's, you know, basically that simple. No, well, neither player has like a. Oh wait, there's like this. Okay, this is their first hunt. This is both of their second hunts, and then their third hunts are. This is fucking annoying thing about having to restart games all the time. We're probably just gonna play this. They each have their starting hunt. Their second hunts are a little bit forward. That neither have a back hunt. Their third hunts, it's like Turk's slightly like hunt screwed again. I mean, it's not as bad as the last game because he has like a second hunt, and his third hunt. I mean, he could bring this in, and then well, we're just gonna play it. If we like restart again, Kaiser would probably just not play this game or something. So it's okay. It's maybe like a little bit better for Kaiser, the hunt situation, but it's not that bad. And it's not gonna be super like Ottoman's not super relying on hunt, so I think it's good enough to just play it. All right, so we're getting into this one. Turk shipping his villagers. He built the mosque here and got a TP and a house. So I think it was more of a wood start here. Yeah, Kaiser building a consulate. 100 food treasure there, 75 wood treasure, Turk getting a native treasure, which is really nice. I mean, there's what are you? He's saying I should have allowed Turk to be hunt screwed one game. I mean, you can maybe argue that, but I mean, Kaiser won the game where he had bad hunts, so it's not like. Kaiser losing this treasure, so this is just going to tilt him even more. Kaiser probably going to be in full tilt mode right now. But he's up 3-1 this series. He's just being tilted by the fact that he's in Japan like every game. Hopefully Kaiser can keep his composure for the most part. And at least until in the next game. For the next game, he may be full tilt mode for this game. When you won't replay it. I don't know, I already explained, like... I mean, yeah, you could have potentially had one game where Turk had bad hunts, but like I said, Kaiser won the game, so it's like, I don't know. There's no reason to really talk about this anymore. Alright, so what's going on here? Turk with a trading post, actually with 2 TPs, and he built Kaiser's home TP. So it looks like Turk's going to be going for that 3 TP stagecoach again, and probably just maybe doing the same exact thing he did on Manchuria. This time Kaiser can be more aware and not let his be as risky with his units, getting his units caught out. He is building the shrines really spread out though, so it's gonna be hard for Turk to kind of siege these. I mean, it's a very large walking distance from this shrine to this shrine, so spreading them out quite a bit. Turk now in age 2 here. Kaiser's still in age 1. Look at Turk, like he has a lot of resources, and he's in age 2. Kaiser's like he's about to hit up to age 2 here. I think Turk's 700 wood is on the way here, I believe. Probably will 700 wood arriving before Kaiserklein hits age 2. Kaiser gonna pick up 100 food treasure here. Barracks already going down for Turk, so I think this barracks is. Well, I guess it was actually the same time it came with the 700 wood, but Barracks feels like it's going to be coming pretty quick here. Before the TP, before house at least, so getting that up. So let's see if he got a Jan in queue before he got housed. He did get a Jan. Yeah, he got Jans in queue before getting population blocked there. So these Jans are going to be arriving pretty quickly. We do have barracks already up for Kaiserklein though. Third TP now being built and stagecoach already researched. Turk sitting on 3 TP stagecoach. Kaiserklein seeing the racks and artillery foundation. 5 Jans popping out. Oh, and Kaiser may lose both explorers. Oh god, this is not good. He's not pulling them back actually. Okay, he's gonna actually get away because they're full HP and they can just poof. 5 Ashies being trained here for Kaiser, so they may meet the Jans here. He's trying to kind of pick off the villagers. He may... Oh, Kaiser's trying to find the 2 forward villagers, I think, but the Jans are here. 5 more Ashies coming out, though, however. And Kaiser's got the... he shipped 5 Ashies, so he's got the numbers right now. And he's taking these Jans out really very quickly, which is really nice, actually. A-Boost are going to be a while before they can pop. 5 more Jans being trained here, but definitely a good trade there for Kaiserklein. And the Ottoman Explorer going down. He was full HP, but now going down. Turk being forced to pull back his 2 villagers. 5 more Ashes being shipped here. And Kaiser on the run here. Going to be getting more shots in on these Jans. And these Jans are really threatening until the A-Boost can pop out. Kaiser's going to just... Oh my god, he's going to be cleaning up these Jans. This is like so good for Kaiser right now. Counselor Rush. Jan's finally popping. I mean, A-Boost finally popping out, but... Oh, the archers both died actually before they got any shots off. Kaiser trying to track down the A-Boost. I don't know if that's the right move. Oh, he's got... Oh my god, how many Ashes do you have? Jeez, now connecting probably with the snare here, and all these A-Boosts are going to get cleaned up. And this looks extremely good for Kaiserklein. What does Turk do now? Wow. And this is actually game point here. Turk needs to win this one to survive in the series, but this is looking rough for Turk right now. I mean, he's still on 3 TP stagecoach, but losing so many units. Let's take a look at units lost here. Moving in with his Hussars, 6 Ashies were lost to 5 Jans and 5 A-Boosts. Not super one-sided. I don't know. 3 Hussar are getting there now, and now the A-Boosts are really putting in work. It's now 12 and 2 down to big engage here. Trying to escape with A-Boost because much working with A-Boost. Daimyo being shipped for Kaiser here. Two Jans popping only. So 17 Ashies lost to in that 2 of these archers to 6 Jans, 8 A-Boosts, and 3 Huss. So I guess, I don't know, fairly even. Daimyo tanking a lot. A-Boost now trained here. And all of a sudden, it's like looking, I don't know, it's like really back and forth. Looking good for Turk. Daimyo, very low HP. He's going to go down here, I think. Oh, yeah, barely finishes the Daimyo there. This is so weird. Like, Kaiser seemed like he had so many good trades there early on. But, I mean, he did go super all-in, shipping 5-5. And, wow, now Kaiser resigning. He went for, like, super all-in build. And it looked really good at first, but, I mean, it was really all-in, and ultimately Turk holding. Wow, that was weird. I thought Kaiser was, like, way ahead, and then they were, like, super quickly switched. I mean, with 3 TP stagecoach, I guess that's how it can be, and just not much of a follow-up at all for Kaiser. So there we go. Series now 3-2. Kaiser still up here. All right, we're gonna be getting into this is gonna be game 6 here, 3-2 right now. Turk still with 1 civ respin, Kaiser with none. So Kaiser's gonna want to win this series. It's gonna feel bad to like play a game 7 and your opponent having a respin and you not having a respin. You don't want to really put yourself in that situation. Kaiser's saying that artillery foundation was down to 300 HP. I didn't really even see that. Notice that would have been pretty big actually. All right, so let's see what map we get here in game number 6. All right, game number 6 is going to be played on Mendocino. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel here for Kaiserklein. Let's see what civilization Kaiserklein gets here in game number 6. Kaiserklein getting the Dutch civilization. All right, let's spin the wheel for Turk. Let's see what civilization Turk gets here in game number 6. Turk getting the China civilization. All right, so we're going to see China versus Dutch. Interesting one here. Actually, Kaiser does really hate China. But I don't know. I'm not sure what he thinks about this matchup. We'll have to see what Turk is going to do here. He could respin. He has a civ respin available. I mean, this feels like probably a pretty decent matchup for China. But at the same time, you don't want to get in a situation where you lose the series and you still have your respin in your pocket and you just never end up using it. But I think Turk's gonna be happy with this. I think maybe he feels good in this matchup, or he feels decent, and it's probably worth saving it. You could always get something worse. So Turk taking a second to adjust his decks. Oh. Turk says he needs a second to check China notes, looking up perhaps a build. Wow, 170 people here. Welcome, everybody. Dang, that's awesome. I appreciate you guys. So, yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, have been enjoying content, please leave a follow. I've been putting a lot of work into my Twitch channel, trying to grow and on Twitch and even YouTube and stuff, doing these sub tournaments. It's been a lot of fun, but also a ton of work at the same time, especially this sub tournament. This one's felt like the most work out of all of them, I'd say. Especially because recently I had I'd have to set alarms on my days off to wake up to cast the tournament while being really tired. And tonight, even today, I woke up early, but I've worked tonight. This is gonna be a challenge. I don't know. I should probably try to go to sleep at some point before work tonight, but yeah, it's not easy to I'm casting when I have work in 8 hours and I'll be working 12-hour shifts, so it's definitely a decent amount of work to do these sub tournaments. Here we go. They're ready to get into it. So obviously I hope you guys enjoy it, and I hope you guys appreciate my effort, or basically the work that I have to put in for this. It's not easy for somebody to do. All right, guys, getting into game 6 here in this best of 7. Yeah, I see a lot of people in the show saying you guys, or in chat saying you guys enjoying the casting. It's a good job. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate the kind words. Here we go, getting game 7 here. Kaiserklein playing as the Dutch civilization in the blue, and Turk in the red playing as the China civilization. Kaiser currently up 3-2, so it is do or die once again for Turk. But like I said, Turk still has his respin available, and Kaiser does not. So Kaiser, he's going to want to win this game. He's not going to want to get in a... he's up one game and he can afford to lose this, but at the same time, you don't really want to get in the position where you go to game 7 and your opponent has a respin and you don't, because then it just feels bad where, you could potentially get a really bad matchup. And, so you don't want to put yourself in that situation. For Kaiser, you really want to just lock the series down and just win this one and not go to a game 7. All right, so market going down for Turk here. Still has 200 wood in the bank here, building a village. Disciple out scouting, envoy out scouting. Turk gonna get this. No, this is Kaiser. Kaiser getting the 70 food treasure. Now Kaiser working on this 80 food treasure guarded by 2 bears here. That's just me. That would be pretty nice. You get 70 food and then 80 food, and you got 30 coin. Like that feels pretty good. That can speed up your age up pretty significantly. Meanwhile, Turk is, I don't know, is he doing a really weird scouting pattern, or is it just me? Like, Turk has gotten a 50 coin treasure, but now he's like moving his explorer. Oh, look, he found this treasure. Okay, that's why. I was gonna say he like went way over here and then he's like going back here, but he found this really big villager treasure, so he's just like straight beelining it to this treasure. And this is actually, yeah, this is obviously a really big treasure. Kaiser, you know, getting some really nice treasures himself, 80 food, 70 food, and 30 coins to speed up his age up a lot. But getting a French villager is huge, and Turk's just gonna get this uncontestedly. Uncontestedly? I think I made up a word. But Kaiser does get a native treasure, which is going to be really nice for him. Especially versus like China, you know, get a lot of information with that native scout in stealth mode. But Turk getting villager treasure here at 2 minutes. It's gonna feel good. And Kaiser now on his way up to age 2 here. So I'm expecting a heavy bank boom here. I think we're going to see like 3 or 4 banks before market. I think that's what Kaiser has been doing. I think he likes to do the bank boom before markets with Dutch. And 300 wood is Turk's first shipment. Huh. I don't think that's normal. Alright, so we have 300 wood being shipped for Turk here. Okay. And there we go. Wonder being built for Turk. 300 wood on the floor. Turk's going to be going for these TPs. Going to be building one here. Kaiser with 3 scouts. That's going to be nice. And I think he's going to see this 300 wood if he's looking. He's going to see 300 wood on the floor, and he's probably going to be like, what is going on? Oh, and this villager moving across the map. I don't know if Turk saw, or if Kaiser saw that. He's starting to herd in his hunts here. Be able to herd this one really close to his TC, and there's a ton of food here, so he'll be pretty set on food. Meanwhile, Kaiser, a ton of food underneath his base. First bank going up. Oh, don't want. Oh, we backserved him. They'll have time to bring him in, most likely. TP is built for Turk here. Turk's still about only halfway up to age 2. Kaiser have been up to age 2 for a little bit here. Let's see, first shipment. I'm expecting 700 wood for Kaiserklein here. Take a look at text completed. We have hunting eagles for Turk. Oh, and a proxy stable for Kaiserklein. Sneaky little guy here. Yeah, Turk Knight needs to make sure he herds these hunts in. He back-herded them once, but now he's doing a good job bringing these guys in. And even this other one, pretty further one. 700 wood arriving for Kaiserklein. And, Disciple, I think he missed scouting it. I think he very narrowly missed seeing the stable. That obviously would be huge. Food on the floor here for Turk. Is it just me, or is that not the normal age up? I don't believe that's normal age up. Alright, so we're going to be seeing some hustlers coming out of Kaiserklein here. Now building a market. Second bank is up. Getting the house up. We have to see how many hustlers pop out of this forward stable. We do have some really far exposed villagers here, actually. If Turk's not on top of it, he could potentially lose like 2 villagers very quickly here. 700 coin coming in for Turk. Turk will be aging up very soon here. Yeah, not much of a China player. And here we go. A batch of 3 Hussars are crossing the map. Oh, native gets scouted. But here we go. 3 Huss. They could get at least 1 villager. Should maybe get 2. He doesn't see this far villager. 1 villager going down immediately. Good chance he can get 2 villagers. Turk not pulling back this villager. Turk. Oh, will Kaiser see this villager though? Turk killing native there. Now targeting the disciple. And going to get the monk. So that's going to be pretty good. And let's see if he sees this villager. No Minutemen being called. He does not see this villager. Still, no Minutemen from Turk here. He doesn't have enough resources to age up though, so it's kind of annoying. These Hussar came like just at the right time where Turk didn't want to spend the resources for Minutemen, but he also doesn't have enough to age up. Kaiser barely missing this far villager. So Turk is about to start aging up. Oh, that would have been nice if Turk would have saved his low Hussar. And look at this now. He did save one. Okay, he saved one of his low Hussars, and he got a medicine man. Oh man, that's super nice. That would have been nice if he would have pulled back the other one too, actually. But that's actually huge. I think this Hussar was at like 50 HP, and I mean he's getting maxed like pretty damn quickly. Wow. Good job there by Kaiser. Well, if he would have saved the other one, that would have been amazing. But Wonder is now being built for Turk, and also the consulate. Another house going down for Kaiser. Kaiser's on 4 banks. Another batch of Hussars here. I believe that was a batch of 4 Hussars being trained here. Turk still has that 1 explosive villain. I think Kaiser been barely missing it again. First batch out from the Summer Palace. Minutemen are called here for Turk. Oh, he actually started sieging the village. Oh, now these Hussars are actually getting caught on the Minutemen. 1 Hussar going down to the pikes. 8 pikes being shipped for Kaiserklein. What? These guys have a long way to go. Or will they siege the TP? Those pikes got a long way to go. So Turk is about to be age 3. He is going to lose 1 more villager here. Turk now in age 3. Kaiserklein, I think he's macroing to age up. He's still a little ways away. But I don't know, this 8 pike shipment definitely is questionable. It took him so long to get here finally. And I mean, this just won't get sieged down. This will take like 8 pikes will take like 2 minutes to kill this. And there'll definitely be a shipment here before then. But honestly, Turk probably overreacting here, going too far forward. Another set of Minutemen being called to deal with the pikes, but I don't think Turk should have left here. I don't think there's really any reason to chase down these pikes. He's going to end up losing his entire army. And I feel like, and the Explorer, I don't think he really needed to push out. He could have just stayed behind his TC. And now Meteor Hammer's popping out here. But there's just too much, actually. They're going to end up getting snared here. And now Kaiser's going to start aging. Caught 1 Meteor Hammer there, I believe. I think he killed 1 there. Meteor Hammer's going back in, but there's just not enough. They can't really go back in. And I mean, this Summer Palace isn't really under threat. It's going to take so long for it to get sieged. Meteor Hammer, I don't know why Turk keeps going back in. He's doing like weird engages. Like, you can't fight this. There's clearly too many Dutch units. Unless if he's like maybe trying to bait with a shipment arriving right now, but like losing another Meteor Hammer completely for free. He killed 1 Huss, losing like, I don't know. It's weird. Weird engages here from Turk, just losing his army. I don't know why, but there we go. Now the bait looks like it was the bait, but bait didn't come quick enough. He's gonna catch the skirmishers, which will be kind of nice. Kaiser maybe staying there a little bit too long. But Turk did lose quite a bit there through the trying to bait. Probably tried the baiting too long, too early. So, Turk, he's building a village. He's housed at 50 right now. He did age up with a porcelain tower. And Kaiserklein is now in age 3 himself. He does have 4 banks. Take a look at text completed. Kaiserklein with steel traps. Now researching gang saw. And Turk with a couple upgrades there. And we have this forward base from Kaiser. Nine Reuters being shipped. And Kaiser's looking pretty good here. Native Scout's still alive here. Need a lot of information as the units kind of trickle in. Meteor Hammer is moving across the map here. They're going to find the Medicine Man. Exposed Medicine Man is going down. And now Turk sees this forward base. But Kaiser's moving his army in position. Kaiser ahead military population-wise by a pretty significant amount right now. And Turk's moving out across the map. Veteran Hussar is upgraded. And I think Turk's entire army is going to get caught here. And probably cleaned up. 10 arquebusiers are being shipped for Turk, but they're not going to be in this fight. And I think this is going to go really good for Kaiser. Kaiser's skirmers weren't fully in position, but I think Kaiser wants to force this fight. Just connect with the snare here. 1,000 wood coming in for Kaiser, and yeah, this army's just going to get cleaned up. Now the arquebusiers are here, but there's just not going to be enough anti-cav. I think Turk trying to retreat. Kind of sacrificing some of the units so you can try to retreat with as many as possible. Native Scout seeing this entire army, so Kaiser knows what's up. Meteor Hammers weren't in the fight. Oh my god, Meteor Hammers probably not just going to get caught to the Reuters. Kaiser, oh, okay, he finds them, he tracks them down. Oof, feels rough losing these Meteor Hammers. Reuters picking them up. And that 1,000 wood was shipped for Kaiser, so that's going to help with his boom and just increasing his lead. Barracks going down for Turk here. Going to be a second racks. Turk's going to have to start getting out on the map, though. That's what he's doing, building the far village here. Starting to run low on these hunts. And it's looking pretty good for Kaiser here. He is up 10 villagers and ahead in the military population right now. Turk about to run out of these hunts as he's transitioning to the next batch of hunt. One villager going down. Maybe a second. Nope. Both players moving out far on the map for their hunts here. Arsenal down for Kaiserklein. He's been working on some upgrades. Oh, looks like chained out swordsmen were shipped, but they actually started getting picked off immediately after getting shipped, so it looks like he lost 2 of them. Maybe more. No, I think 2. Village being sieged down here. Looks like a villager was killed here. Eight skirmishers being shipped for Kaiser here. So decide not to go with any military upgrade cards. Could have maybe tried to squeeze in like a skirmisher card or cav card, but instead went for the 8 skirms. Just wanted to have enough numbers. And you got cavalry upgrade here from the arsenal. Ooh, look at this native. Oh, this native's gonna see everything. Oh, and Turk's explorer is dead. So this native is just gonna give him so much information. Turk being forced to pull his villagers back here. He does still have some over here sneaking. But more villagers going down here for Turk. And this is looking pretty good for Kaiser right now. Let's see if Turk can get something together. May need to, I don't know what he can ship here. China, it's always interesting when China like works in their mercenaries. I feel like, I don't know, sometimes China players don't like go for mercenaries, but I feel like it's always super strong when they do. Like it's so easy to just sit and gather from a gold mine, and then like you can ship mercs and you can train mercs, and it always just feels so freaking hard. But we'll have to see. Maybe Turk will transition to doing that now as he's kind of pushed off this hunt. I mean, I think going for the mercs definitely can be a good strat. Military's population exactly even, 84-84, so, I mean, it could come down to one big fight. Cavalry combat coming in just in time. Reuters, oh my god, getting caught. Oh, not good, not good, not good. A lot of Reuters caught. Kaiser losing like 10 units at least before the fight really beginning. Kaiser actually up in eco now, or up in military, as he just got more units trained, but he lost like 5 to 10 Reuters there for free, basically. Letting Turk get away with some hunting over here. And there we go. The Manchu are in for Turk. First mercenaries arriving. I have to see if he builds the mercenary building, the trained mercenaries. He doesn't need to build a house, so yep, got a village up. And Turk is ahead in military population. The China Death Ball, man, it could just come down to one fight potentially, and the China Death Ball is good. Skirmishers perhaps out of position now. Kaiser coming back, and here we go, big fight. What is going to happen here? Ton of units. Hustlers trying to get on the front line here. Oh, all these pikes are kind of in the back there, trying to get onto the front line. Skirmishers firing away here. Reinforcing Reuters, but the pike's not really getting on position. Kaiser doing a good job hitting and running here. And I think Kaiser's just hitting and running so much. Pike's now kind of finally getting on top of some Hussars. Kaiser not really pulling back his Huss here, actually losing quite a bit of Huss. But cleaning up those pikes ultimately. And I think it looks really good for Kaiser here. A lot of veteran Hussars, and this may be it for Turk, actually. Fight going really good for Kaiser here. Now there's just Arquebusiers, veteran Huss on top of the Arquebusiers here. And big win for Turk here in that fight, and that could be it here. Some reinforcing meteor hammers, but all these Arquebusiers are going down. And it looks like Kaiser may win this one here and advance to the finals. Turk ran out of that gold mine, now moving across the map, but 79 military unit population to 8. I don't see any way for Turk to get back in this. Huge win there for Kaiser in that fight. And yeah, looking very in favor for Kaiser right now. Shipping infantry combat. Pretty good close game here, but now it's looking very in favor for Kaiser. Villagers gathering from the gold mine. Kaiser now pulling them back. Yeah, and so Turk never uses Civ spin, which feels bad. Like I said, you don't want to end a series with that Civ spin still in your pocket. That definitely doesn't feel good, but at the same time, I don't think I would have used it in this situation. China versus Dutch, unless if you didn't feel comfortable with China, then yeah, maybe just go for the Civ spin. But I mean, maybe you should use a Civ spin in this game. But at the same time, China versus Dutch, I think it feels pretty decent. But yeah, right now it's looking like Kaiser's gonna win this, and Turk's gonna, lose while having that Civ spin in his pocket. Definitely not ideal, not what you want. Villagers on the gold mine here. And there we go, Turk calling it GG. And there we go. Turk with a well played. Kaiser winning this one, and he wins the series 4-2. Kaiser advancing to the finals. Congratulations, Kaiser. And Turk can be moving to play the bronze match versus Mito. So we're going to see Mito and Turk, right? Yeah, Mito and Turk will be playing for third place. And then Kaiser and Haza will be playing in the finals. All right. Exciting stuff. Well, this was another great series here. Kaiser winning this one 4-2. I'm going to keep streaming, but this will be the end of this YouTube video. I'll post this up on my YouTube channel. So stick around, guys. I'll still be streaming for a bit, but that is me it for this video for YouTube. So I'll see you guys in the next YouTube video.